So when you're doing these reflections in the coordinate plane, so if you know the coordinates, there are rules that you can follow. Reflecting over the x-axis, you just make the y be negative. Reflecting over the y-axis, you make the x be negative. You just change the sign. And then reflecting across y equals x, you switch x and y. And if it's the line y equals negative x, you switch the x and y and make them both negative. So they both change signs. So reflect the figure with the given vertices across the given line. So we can plot these points first, 1, 2. That's M. N is 1, 4. And then P is 3, 3. And we are reflecting over the y-axis, which is the vertical axis right here. So if we're reflecting over, we could do that really without using the coordinate trick, but we're going to use it. We're going to do both ways. If you reflect over, since we're 1 unit to the right of it, we're just going to move it 1 unit to the left. That's going to be the image of n. That will be n prime. M, same thing, should just move over to here. And then P, if you counted out how far away that is, that's 1, 2, 3. So we just need to move 3 units. And that would be P prime. Now, if we use the rule from the previous slide, said over the y-axis, which means you just change the x-coordinate. X changes to a negative, it changes sign. So that means m prime, the x changes, the y stays the same. So that goes to negative 1, 2. Negative 1, 4. Negative 3, 3. You just change the x-coordinate to a negative, which makes sense. It all matches up over here. M prime is negative 1, 2. Yep. N prime, negative 1, 4. Yes. And then P prime is negative 3, 3. Yes. So let's draw the shape in there, draw the figure. We have the pre-image and then reflect it over to the image. So now we're going to reflect over the line y equals x. So first let's plot the pre-image. D is 2, 0. E is 2, 2. F is 5, 2. And G is 5, 1. We are going to reflect over the line y equals x. Y equals x, the rule is switch the y and the x. Take the normal and then you switch the y and the x. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So D prime, you switch them. So instead of 2, 0, it's 0, 2. E prime, instead of 2, 2, you switch them. So it's 2, 2. Didn't really change. F prime, you switch the x and the y. So that's 2, 5. And G prime, switch the x and the y, so that's 1, 5. And we can plot those now. F prime's at 2, 5. And G prime is at 1, 5. So now that we've drawn it in there, you can see that it looks like the same shape. It is just reflected. Specifically, it's reflected over y equals x, which is this line right here. So when you have the line of reflection drawn in, you can see where you would fold it. Matches up perfectly. Makes sense.